rough start, they knew in the end they would be successful from it. Now, it can be very difficult to find a goal and to reach it, which is why a really important step number 3, is using your resources. Now, this can be as simple as your friends, family, people around you, or even something as crazy as some strangers on the streets. Books and internet, all these things are so vital and have so much vital information for us to take away from them. We just need to look around. For me, when I first came to high school, I didn't even know what the SAT was. I didn't know that it was something mandatory and that many people had to take it. However, when I talked to a lot of my friends, did some research, and before I knew it, I knew exactly what it was and how to study for it in order to become successful from it. Now, using your resources is really important because you will be able to find new things that you didn't before. Sometimes adapting to a new culture is very difficult, and without talking to the people around you who may already know, it is really hard to adapt. For my parents, a lot of times when they moved to Canada, they didn't know much about the culture around them. But with finding good friends, knowledgeable people, and people that they trusted, they were able to succeed through it. Now, an important part of remembering this, and possibly the most important and last step, is listen but do not blindly follow. Now, a lot of people know the popular saying, in one ear, out the other. But this isn't what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is hearing about the people and experiences around you, and maybe not absorbing all of it, but understanding it and processing it and seeing what is important from it. For me, when I came here, I would talk to a lot of different people, some of which would really help me learn the new things and experiences and things that I would have to know in order to be successful. However, other people didn't help me as much. In fact, they scared me. They told me what I was doing wrong, why I was never going to improve. And those are the people that you need to get out of your life. Those are the kind of things that you need to push out, because those are not the things that are going to help you succeed. It is important to find people, things, important articles, all these things that will help you succeed. Because everyone is important. Everyone has something vital, important information and opinions to say, but not everyone's words will actually help you. Because not everyone's best intention is to help you. And some people may actually have your worst intention in mind. They may be trying to push you down instead of bringing you up. And it's really important to find people who will help you. My mom always tells me that when she came to Canada, she was very scared because she came to a whole new country, trying to learn a whole new language, just like every immigrant around her. But when she found friends and family that she trusted that could help her adapt to the new things and help her understand what it meant to be a Canadian, and later on to be an American, she was much more calmed. She knew that when she found people she trusted that could actually help her, and not people that were scaring her and not leading her into the right path, she would be able to succeed. Now, if there's one thing that I think everyone should take away from my speech today, I think it's that you should understand that being an immigrant doesn't necessarily mean you are below anyone else. You may have disadvantages, sure. There may be times that you may think that you can't do it. For me, there were definitely times in high school and middle school when I would sit up at night and worry whether I would be able to succeed in my life because I felt taken back by the drawbacks that I had. The fact that my vocabulary wasn't as big as everyone else. The fact that I didn't know as much as everyone else. Maybe I wasn't really adapted to the culture like everyone else was. But that didn't push me back because it's so important to have a good mindset. And to understand that just because you're an immigrant doesn't mean you are below anyone else. Everyone is equal in the society. So many people are immigrants around us, and that's important to understand. It's important to know that just because you're an immigrant, just because you may not be like everyone else, that you are not equal to everyone else. My parents always tell me about the fact that just because they were immigrants, they were still able to become successful and grow from it. My mom always tells me about her friend in Canada, and how when she first moved to Canada, she was very scared because she saw the people around her succeeding while she was still behind. But after just 2 years of living in the new country, she saw the people around her who told her that she would never succeed because they were Canadians. They were born here and so was their family while she was an immigrant. But she grew from it, and she was able to be successful, able to see above everyone else and understand that she was able to grow from it and be more successful than the people around her. And I myself see my successes as a really big thing for me because I came to the United States thinking I would never be able to reach my goals because I was behind. I didn't have a big vocabulary. I didn't know everything everyone else did. I wasn't exactly adapted to the culture. And yet I was able to get into the colleges I wanted to, even my dream school. I was able to do the things that I wanted to do, and I was able to be so happy from it. And even though I may be an immigrant, and I may have been behind at one point, I was able to bring myself up, and even above some people that saw me as below them at one point. It's so important to understand that you don't need to win this race of being an immigrant, of living with everyone else. You just need to get yourself to your goal, what you understand as success. This is the most important part, because after all, who said being an immigrant was a bad thing?
All right, thank you so much, Paniz. That was extremely powerful. All right, so the next, we'll be watching a short video discussing one of the most important topics today. If you're animals, it can feel or talk. So enjoy and relax. Thank you.